Hey boys and girls, welcome to another super exciting, outrageous toy review.
Hey Kevin.
What's going on, Ryan?
Hey, what's up? This is a toy that I played with so much as a kid, and since you're our G.I. Joe expert, I thought you could give it a good review.
Alright, this is the G.I. Joe Mobile Battle Bunker, or the MBB for those in the know. It's a green tank that has a cool missile launcher inside it. Actually, just looking at the box takes me back. I love the old G.I. Joe artwork. They always had these cool like explosion things going on there, and I liked how they always painted different characters riding on the vehicle. We've got Topside, it looks like Bullhorn, and Ambush there riding in the MBB. So we'll open it up and take a peek inside. Here comes the big green tank. Looks like you got the instruction sheet and blueprint. I always thought this was kind of neat. Little step they don't take nowadays on toys, but like they gave you all this extra information about the vehicle on here. Like made up stuff like what kind of armor it had or what the capabilities are. Just kind of flesh it out a little bit more, which was cool. And there's a few other loose pieces in here, but I think they're actually from other vehicles. So we'll just leave those in there. So what do you remember about the MBB?
So the big thing about the MBB was I used it for characters like Captain Gridiron. I used it for characters like, imagine that!
Oh, Captain Gridiron.
Right there. I used it for guys like Salvo.
Salvo, I love Salvo. I didn't. I have Topside here that just is on the
pretty
box.
Good. So that was kind of the era that we had those
Right.
guys like Wild Bill, like the new one.
Yeah, the second
like
Wild
that
Bill.
kind of thing. And it was like my main go-to battle tank because when you got to this point of G.I. Joe, there weren't any Mobats driving around. There wasn't any of the old classic vehicles. So this is what we had.
Right.
This was our main battle tank. So this is how I would do battle with Cobra. They had like the toxic Vipers and
right.
and like it was like the Hiss tanks, but it had like
It's called the septic tank.
the septic tank.
Right.
So it was, for me, my G.I. Joe was septic tank versus this guy right here.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I always liked how the Mobile Battle Bunker was like super armored in the front, and then when you opened it up, it felt very exposed.
Yeah, it's like
the guy inside went from being like completely bulletproof to being totally in harm's way. Now, unfortunately, yours is missing the little missile launcher that pops up here.
Yeah, I used to love that.
That was so cool. It's like all hinged in there. So as it lifted up, the missile launcher would sort of spring out, which was kind of a cool engineering feat. But it does have cool laser guns on the top and big cannons on the side.
Oh, one thing that I always used to do with it is it's got this really cool like bumper / sled thing on the front of it, and it actually has little springs in the plastic, so you could just ram things all day. That's the best part of this toy. It is for playing with.
Yeah, it's very rugged.
Yeah, it's adorable. You could smash into things all day long.
I love how these guys in the back are super protected from the front. They're all getting shot at and they're fine. But if one Cobra sneaks around to the back, now there should be 2 chairs, but you still get the idea. It's like they're sitting in lawn chairs up here, totally open to Cobra.
Yeah.
But the Battle Bunker actually got quite a bit of screen time in the opening sequence to the second version of G.I. Joe, and that Got to Get Tough Yo-Yo opening. Yeah. They had Mobile Battle Bunkers and the Hammer, which was their version of the Hummer, parachuting in and landing on the ground and then driving off to fight Cobra. It's a great toy. I never had one as a kid, but a good friend of mine had one, and we used to play with it all the time.
Well, something else that I definitely want to mention is molded in are all these little handles for the guys to hold on to while they're driving. And
yeah, little joysticks and levers.
I really like that it wasn't like a separate accessory. They managed to stick it all into the mold, which was also another really cool thing. I didn't have this with the Hammer. Okay. I actually had the Desert Vamp, the mail away one, and that would like scout out ahead for this guy.
The Vamp Mark II.
Yeah.
Cool. G.I. Joe, I will stop you! I don't think so.
Thanks for watching this super exciting, outrageous toy review.
Make sure you hit the subscribe button and check out our other G.I. Joe videos.
G.I. Joe!